If Iran ever gets hit by a nuclear strike, Pakistan will retaliate. This wasn't just a random comment. It came from a top general in Iran's powerful URG. And with that one explosive statement, the decades-old Islamic bomb theory has exploded back into global headlines. But here's the real question. Would Pakistan really attack Israel to defend Iran? Would Muslim countries unite to take on Israel together? Why haven't they united until now? And what exactly is the story behind this so-called Islamic bomb? Let's break it all down, one by one in today's video. So, what is the Islamic bomb theory, and how did Pakistan become the only Muslim country with nuclear weapons? It all began on May 18, 1974, when India shocked the world by testing its first nuclear bomb. The entire Pakistani leadership was shaken. Then Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto lashed out, saying, "The Hindus have the bomb, the Jews have it, the Christians and communists have it too. Only Islam is left behind." That's when the race for the so-called Islamic bomb began, a nuclear weapon made by a Muslim nation, but symbolically representing the power of the Islamic world under Pakistan's control. Bhutto boosted the defense budget, and Pakistan's nuclear program kicked into high gear. Meanwhile, in the Netherlands, a man was quietly watching everything unfold. His name, Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan. He worked in a top-secret nuclear facility, one that used centrifuges to enrich uranium by spinning it at incredibly high speeds. This process extracted U-235, the key ingredient needed for a nuclear bomb, just like churning milk to separate the cream. Dr. Khan didn't just observe, he acted. He stole key documents, blueprints, and knowledge from the lab. Then, on December 15, 1975, he flew back to Pakistan with his wife and daughters. Soon after, The Guardian published a bold headline, "Dr. Khan stole the bomb for Islam," and that's when the term Islamic bomb went global. During the 1980s, reports suggested that Saudi Arabia secretly funded Pakistan's nuclear program with the condition that it could access the bomb if ever needed. Even Iraq and Libya, traditional rivals, found common ground with Pakistan over the idea of an Islamic nuclear deterrent. Initially, Pakistan also received nuclear design help from China, and later it exchanged centrifuge tech with North Korea in return for missile systems, according to declassified U.S. intelligence reports. Dr. Khan even shared nuclear technology with Iran. By the late 1990s, Pakistan had the bomb. What they lacked was a reason to test it. That reason came on May 11 and 13, 1998, when India conducted 5 nuclear tests in Pokhran. Pakistan responded with 6 of its own between May 28 and 30 in the Chagai Hills and Karen Desert, officially becoming the first and only Muslim country with nuclear weapons. But now comes the big question. Would Pakistan ever use those weapons to protect Iran, especially against Israel? Let's be real, no. The Islamic bomb was a catchy label, but it was never meant to be a shared weapon, and recent events prove that. When an Iranian general claimed Pakistan would nuke Israel in Iran's defense, Pakistan's defense ministry immediately rejected the claim. Defense Minister Khawaja Asif said, "There's no such commitment." Yes, Pakistan offered verbal support, saying, "If Muslim countries don't unite, they'll all face the same fate. Iran's pain is our pain, but words are easy. Action, that's a different story. Here's the truth. Pakistan and Iran are divided by more than just borders. Pakistan is Sunni, Iran is Shia. Their relationship has always been fragile, especially over the Balochistan issue. In fact, in 2024, they even exchanged direct military fire. Add to that the fact that America is Pakistan's top ally, and there's no way Washington would tolerate any nuclear threat to Israel. For Pakistan, the nuclear arsenal is not about Iran, it's about maintaining balance with India. Some analysts even argue that if push came to shove, Pakistan might quietly support the U.S. or Israel, maybe even allowing access to air bases or intelligence. Ever wonder why only Pakistan has the bomb out of 57 Muslim countries? Here are 4 big reasons. 1. Lack of technical capability. Building a bomb requires elite scientists, advanced centrifuges, and heavy investment. Pakistan had Dr. Qadir Khan. Other Muslim countries didn't. 2. International treaties. Most Muslim majority nations have signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT), which restricts them from building nuclear weapons. Their programs are constantly monitored. 3. U.S. and Israeli pressure. If another Muslim country even tried to develop nuclear weapons, the U.S. or Israel would shut it down before it could succeed. 4. No perceived threat. Pakistan built the bomb because India was a threat. But countries like Saudi Arabia and the UAE feel protected by U.S. military power, so they don't see the need. Now back to the present. Will Muslim countries unite against Israel in Iran's defense? Well, they might issue statements, but don't expect them to show up on the battlefield. Yes, Qatar condemned Israel's aggression. Saudi Arabia said it violated international law. The Saudi crown prince even called Trump about it. Oman noted that the attacks came just as nuclear talks were about to resume. But here's what analysts say: it's all just talk. Muslim nations won't risk their economies, U.S. alliances, or regional power just to fight for Iran. Remember, Egypt signed peace with Israel in 1979. Jordan followed in 1994. The UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan all joined the Abraham Accords in 2020. That means they've already normalized ties with Israel and can't go back. Meanwhile, countries like Syria, Yemen, and Libya are stuck in civil wars. They barely have functioning governments, let alone the resources to fight for another nation. The harsh reality: most Muslim countries rely on U.S. support to maintain order. If America pulls that support, extremist groups like Al-Qaeda or ISIS could fill the vacuum. So, while Muslim leaders may issue strong statements, they won't back Iran on the ground. So here's the final question: was the Islamic bomb ever truly for the Muslim world? No, it was Pakistan's bomb, built for one reason: India. And that's where the story ends. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Is the Islamic bomb real, or just a myth to begin with?